What is going on, guys? Welcome back. Commentary free. I want to thank my sponsor, Steel Supplements. Link and discount code down in the description. You also know I'm a Weeble preferred influencer. Best promotion in the pinned comment. All you need to do, click the link, open an account, agree to the terms and conditions. They are going to give you free stock. Also, Najee Houston for putting this clip on Twitter. And if this just doesn't encapsulate everything that is and has been wrong with Madden, I don't know what will. We're going to take a look at this play at speed. While we do, I just want you to take into consideration this is a game-ending play, and I've seen a lot of people indicating that they believe the crowd cutscenes, which were used to create ambiance in the stadium, kind of show the atmosphere, have been removed in favor of the referees because this essentially would be a very exciting play to end a game, and yet all we have is the coaches clapping and then a cup here being thrown, which would be replaced by your controller if you were playing this game right about now. And let's go back and take a look at exactly what happens, because the first thing we're going to focus on is X's and O's. You've got 6 players here to block 4. Now, you really shouldn't have pressure being an issue in these situations, but for whatever reason you do, and it is going to lead to the throw being rushed, but obviously not really the completion of the pass. But the reality is I want to focus on this lineman here. I think we're going to call him Clint for the whole year. And not only that, look at this pocket, just trying to connect these players. Look at how disjointed this is. So now you've got a quarterback throwing off his back foot, rushed, 15 yards behind the line of scrimmage. When we go forward here, I just want you to take a look at how this pocket looks. I'm going to let you look at it now. I'm going to pan the camera forward and just look at this cluster of players. You've got the halfback in between an engagement. You've got players looking every direction. This is not refined gameplay. This is broken. Now, as we get down to where the catch is going to be made, I've highlighted the ball in pink and the closest defender here to where the ball should come down. But as it does, I'm going to zoom in. I want you to look at the trajectory in teal this ball was supposed to take, and the cowboy that's highlighted in blue that's going to go intercept it. Catch it. This is just that messy of a play. What on earth are we doing? I thought we had a game now where players had to see the ball, rebuild, rewired. We weren't so animation dependent. And yet when you look at a play like this, there's no other way to view it than 100% animation dependent. This is not simulation football. And EA knows that we've wanted to get away from this type of broken gameplay for years, and they sit there and sell us that they've gotten away from it. This atmosphere in the stadium, does it look like as the referee disappears, you just had one of the most electrifying ends to a game you could have? A last-second Hail Mary that gets caught on a pass deflection that goes in for a touchdown? Do you really see that reflected in these players? No. This is why so many people are terrified of EA Sports getting the college football license, because this is the quality of game that they make. Now, going forward, there's a lot of things that are broken with this game that I want to go over, because there's so many different variations as to what people are experiencing. So first of all, it would appear that if you pre-ordered the game, your pre-order bonuses may not be loading, and they may be found on the prior gen version of the game. Secondarily, because of that, there's a lot of people reporting as they purchase game points, they are not having them post into their account because they too are loading into the prior gen version of the game. This is holistically unacceptable. There are people that are sitting there and saying, well, this can be patched. Those same people were the ones yesterday saying this is the beta. As a community, we should not accept this mindset of, oh, it's just the beta, oh, it's just day one, they can fix it. EA needs to be accountable for the game they sell pre-release to these gamers. People, again, paying for the privilege to play this game 3 days early should have the absolute best experience they can. And what we're finding is the promises that were made on their pre-orders aren't being delivered. I don't really care so much about the server issue. I know some people will be frustrated by that, but listen, the reality is servers are kind of a mechanical thing. They can get overloaded. They can go down. Should EA have better quality servers? Of course. But at the same time, EA is not synonymous with quality. So I'm not shocked that their servers are going down. But the fact that people didn't get their pre-order bonuses, the fact that people are having issue actually giving EA money for points with a game of this caliber, and the fact that people are not able to get the experience they paid to have is sad. And the reality is every single year we have this mindset of just let them patch it, is another year we're saying to them, it's okay to give us this horrible game. They can't fix coding logic that is years upon years old. And if some of you would stop getting excited about the release of this game and get excited about the game getting better, perhaps everyone would enjoy it more. To everyone that sat there this morning and criticized the videos I've put up and said, oh, I'm enjoying the game. Listen, if you're enjoying the game and criticism makes the game better, then guess what's going to happen? You're going to get a better game to play, and I'm going to get a game that is playable. And that's all there is to it. That's all we've been trying to do. But we've really, in a way, let EA continue to put out this horrible experience of a football game. I don't even want to say a football game. Horrible experience of a video game. Year in and year out. And it seems like every year it releases, it's not a matter of what is going to go wrong. It's a matter of how much is going to go wrong. This is the year that their jobs were supposed to be on the line. This is the year not to honor John Madden's legacy. That was last year. Last year was the most polished version of Madden. This year was the year EA basically came out and said, listen, if we don't see an improvement in our user score, if we don't see an improvement in community response, there may be layoffs. So when you load this game up and you don't have what you were promised when you pre-ordered, when you load this game up and you see gameplay that is not indicative of Rebuilt Rewired, that play that I just showed you, there is no way you'll convince me, oh, that was realistic because the receiver that ultimately caught it, well, his awareness was higher than every other player in the middle of the scrum, so therefore he was going to go out and catch it. No. It's a button mash, animation-dependent game, and whoever gets the animation that triggers the catch out of that scrum is who was going to win. It was either going to be a pass deflection, an interception, or a touchdown. Because that's how this game for so long has generated excitement, generated big plays. But we've sat there and pushed back against EA and said, give us simulation football, because that's the license that they have. And they've done anything but that. We're still trying to get them to get lead blocking controls proper when they took the blocking capability away from us. We're still looking at things that are removed from the game so they can add things back in. This is why referees, minicamps, they don't matter. Because the most exciting play you can have in a game is met by two coaches clapping and throwing a cup and a crowd that is just standing there looking at the field. We deserve better. NFL simulation football. And if EK can't do it, then they need to let someone else have the capacity to do so. Love to know your guys' thoughts on this. Appreciate you watching all these videos. Trust me, there will be plenty more. And you know, with that said, I will be back in the week with more coming.